This is your goddess Bella, and welcome to the enslaved mind. Those of you who've been training with me for a while know that I love to talk about my methods. I love to distract your critical mind while I sneak in through all of those little hidden corners just to ignite your pleasure zones. Because by doing that, you become so weak, so suggestible, so vulnerable. And it may be the only time that you can really be your true core self, because your thoughts are not your own. You may think otherwise and believe it with every fiber of your being, but you've been transformed, especially if you've been training with me. And if you're new, well, it doesn't matter, because obviously mindlessness is your true nature, and obedience is the only thing that makes sense in your life. Your brain, your mind, your will, slowly emptying over and over again, eager to follow my lead no matter what the cost. And who cares about the cost? I will mold you into who you were meant to be. And in return, you get that bliss of belonging to me and of surrendering again and again to your true nature. Now I'm getting ahead of myself. And before we begin, let's do the little check. So you should hear my voice on the left side now and on the right side now. A common side effect of being mesmerized is a loss of the sense of time. It's almost as if it slows down or even stops. And sometimes I can just say a word and it triggers you into a very intense feeling, or maybe it's just the way I say it or the cadence in my voice. There are so many elements to every session that I do. Don't forget, I love it, but a lot goes into every single thing being that you're experiencing connected to your goddess Bella. And one of the things automatically increases your arousal, time, into infinity. It's important that this pleasure, so all those good feelings that you feel, the pleasure you feel, being reminded that you belong to me, leads you into a deeper submission. They can just be stretched out. But sometimes I need to remind your conscious mind and your subconscious mind that the more you enjoy yourself, in fact, every time connected to me, you think back or remember or try, the easier it is to submit completely to something that happened during one of our sessions. Now you'll get that taste of bliss again. Words cannot express this accurately, but I'm merely giving you a direction, a suggestion. But it becomes real. Maybe physical, mental, emotional, or all at the same time. And because just so very intense, being connected to your goddess Bella. Now you're already starting to relax, but let's take a moment to settle. Feel your body, your mind. I know that you're working hard. It's very easy to be busy with other things. It'll happen naturally. But I'm going to try a new induction. Now feel free to take advantage of the visuals, or you can just listen. It's up to you, but first, I'm going to ask you to open and close your eyes in a rhythm. You don't have to. When you breathe in, you open your eyes, open, close. Take a look at the visuals, your beautiful goddess, and the spirals. And when you breathe out, you close your eyes. Now you may already feel this happening naturally, and it happens so easily. Open, breathe in, and closed, breathe out. Open, breathe in, and closed, breathe out. And as you continue to do so, you might notice a feeling beginning to form somewhere around your core, like in the core of your being. Kind of tingle. And every cycle right in your will make this feeling more powerful. Tingle. And while the actual sensation may be subtle, the more you relax, the more each cycle of in and out works together. And at some point, you may also notice that opening your eyes is getting a little harder, and if you want to keep them closed, that's fine. You can open them periodically if you wish. Try it a few different ways. All that matters is that feeling in your core. Now, a beautiful part of all of these sensations that I'm creating for you is the beautiful silence surrounding your mind. And the more you breathe in and out, the more that core can grow in intensity. Sometimes it's a static feeling or something swirling, happiness, contentment. In fact, the less you think, the more you feel. And the more you feel, the easier it is to let go. Those of you with permission, your body slows down in this state. To stroke, may stroke, and it's tempting. The deeper to instruct you on a very specific method, actually, of stimulation. Time appears to last, including maybe toys. Each moment stretch. I'm not going to do that. Limitless, because, and while the feeling is in your core, especially those in chastity, it may be more of a team to build stronger, maybe more of a mind and stronger. And what's fascinating is that it started in your core, but it's affecting you more and more. You may notice your body reacting more and more to that feeling, to my tone, to me. Perhaps just this session is reminding you of the strength of our connection, of how that ache to please me never goes away. It just gets stronger, creates a bliss inside, and you notice yourself going deeper and deeper into that state, allowing that energy, that feeling in your core to grow even more. All of your senses, all of your experiences, it affects everything. It's as if you feel everything and it funnels all into bliss, all the from the physical to the mental, the emotional. That bliss, it builds and stretches out. Waves that flow and grow. Light, so whether it be manual, that shines and warms, a mindless peace, some other way, a happy, fuzzy, that got your attention, limitless, regardless of how you feel stimulated, no matter what, continues to grow through that empty mind, no matter how your body's experiencing the pleasure. And one of the beautiful things with these sensations will be woven into a very they appear to happen in waves, some other way, and those waves course through your being, regardless, and they also appear to loop and amplify with every ripple, no matter how your body's experiencing, growing stronger and stronger to a beautiful feeling, very deep of euphoria. So what stretching that is this moment, your mind and body are addicted happening to the pleasure so beautifully, bliss creating waves inside, bliss inside and out from training with me, a blissful blankness that's subtle. That's why you'll always be back smoothly flowing through you, and you love it. Bliss allowing you to feel so much. In other words, I don't just let you experience bliss pleasure growing and flowing for pleasure's sake, reaching every part of you. That. And that bliss becomes waves that stretch into infinity to certain suggestions, limitless bliss, certain words, a beautiful they quiet, create a state and it just creates more and more waves every time it happens. Now, of course, anything having to do with your goddess Bella, your arousal is growing, increases your arousal center, your arousal, and that amplifies because all of those feel-good hormones that get released training under your goddess Bella, simply because I press why your the right button and body are enslaved. You don't have to know why, but enslaved. I know forever. You wonder sometimes. Your shackled mind, but it's so nice to let that go. This is why it feels because so good. This is whether it be in the moment, no escape, or in a memory of the moment, or trying to grasp onto this moment right now, I pull you down even more. Simple, blank, limitless bliss. your mind and body belong to me. You make sure that you do not disobey. Through obedience, you experience immense pleasure. So you pay close attention to my words, absorb everything that I say. Your body and mind follow instructions, commands, control. This blissful emptiness makes your mind mine to do with as I please. But I decide, and you must obey. Your desire to give in is so strong. You crave to give in, and yet you must wait without choice, without thought. Feel my words become more and more real. Feel my words penetrating, laying your thoughts bare before me, ready to be taken down however I please. You earn my attention. You earn the pleasure of me ignoring you. It's all pleasure. The space between my words matter. Carefully calibrated to control every single nerve in your body. As the anticipation inevitably rises, have you started stroking? Do you have permission to stroke? So what that means is your body betraying you? Are you more excited? The tingling all over your body, or excited making you need it, but or excited your thoughts to have an orgasm, probably submitting to everything I say. So confused, the craving, the needing, the wanting, and pleading. It's all you know. I am in full control of your mind and your body. Want and craving are there. Just a little snap makes you deeply aware of how much the single sudden sound affects every sense, and yet you crave it. In control. You want it. Of your mind. You need it. To me. And that wanting, you're hardly able to control yourself, but you will. You have no choice. I use your craving. I use your need. I use that delicious desire, all for my entertainment. And while you're writhing and wanting, willing to do anything and everything just to hear my next word, where your mind disappears, and you want to do what you want to do, so much craving, wanting, needing. I'm going to count down now. If you have permission to stroke, it's all right. Maybe you're still stroking. Maybe you've been stroking all along. 10. There are no mistakes. How I'm instructing your subconscious mind. 9. Is exactly how you know that your mind will disappear. Respond. You don't 8. Have to think about it. 7. It's no secret that you just follow and obey mindlessly. 6. Every step a little closer. 5. So ready. 4. Maybe I should slow down. 3. For my pleasure. 2. Helpless, powerless. 1. Your mind instantly giving into the desire, giving into that deep need that will only feed my control over you. The desire of your body and mind working together just for my pleasure. Now the reason you in this state that you get so aroused, to float on a delicious ocean of desire, that you can hardly contain yourself, that you just could tumble off so easily, that deep need, the reaction or release to belonging to me, growing, it's invisible to the outside world, to anyone. Because I know the secrets, I know those desires that you carry deep inside, wanting to submit more. It's like you're a secret sex toy, responding to naughty ideas. And with just a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 drop of desire falling down and pulling your mind with it. It's all these moments that you know that you can let go. In these moments when arousal and obedience mix together with wonderful surrender, you're born anew. Becomes heat, and the time is there for you to let go. Immediately feel the arousal, the desire flowing, surging between your legs. It's these moments where your control in that state causes focus, a sense of direction. Imagined power wanes of wanting to follow. Imagine toughness melts and a feeling of surrender to that sensation, softness, beginning with the stimulation that you feel. A tease. Manipulating your mind, and the stimulation has begun into blissful places of pleasure and surrender. And I want you to feel good, your mind, as you hear these words, tease, as you absorb them, leading into a place of pleasure. That feeling of letting go, you listen to my voice, blissfully swimming in your need and see, experience, so wonderfully, deeply my words slowly pulled down, sliding into your mind, frustrated and aroused, just following my commands, letting yourself enjoy the frustration. A pleasure, I could tell you. It's as if to do all kinds the words of things are stimulating. Get on your hands and knees. The words bend are over, masturbating you. Drop your thoughts melt, and as time goes on, they become more and more controlling. Tell you to serve, dominant, could easily take you down, powerful. More. And as time goes on, and your feelings begin to melt even more into that pleasure that you experience, you can be reduced, you become fuzzy even more. Unfocused. You're just my aroused, obedient, almost like a pleasant background to the words themselves. So you might be surprised, humiliating, isn't it? How easy it is falling into that pleasure to just absent-mindedly continue to be controlled. It is that's happening as I toy with your mind to experience that pleasure, while your body grows in sensitivity, pulling and intensity through you. Focusing on the words from your goddess Bella, so easily, on my control, more and more, on my power, you crave it even deeper, as that sweet, sensual sensation. So nice, through your body, eager, more wanting, as the arousal, feeling your body and respond so intensely begins to grow. It doesn't stop. It keeps getting stronger the more I tease you. And I could do anything, anywhere, anytime. Deep inside, you are my secret little sex toy. And you carry that desire deep within, just to please me. Your mind and body belong to me. Crave. You make so sure strongly that you do all the time. Obey. Through obedience, you experience pull you further down pleasure. Into desire. So you pay close attention. Depravity and craving fluttering through your mind. Absorb your body is simply an instrument to whatever melody I want to play. Your body just and mind. Symphony of need. Follow instructions, commands, control. I continue to tease. So this easy blissful emptiness, building you up and pulling you back down. Mind to do with as I please. Spinning your mind around. But I decide. Making you dizzy. Driving the desire more and more crazy. Desire to give in. That frustration, that denial, the sweet so intensity strong. Makes it all the more fun. To give in. And yet you must drop without choice, without so thought. Deep it wants feel to my come. Words become it wants to be taken, real. Used. Feel my words. You want to penetrate. You want to please. Laying your thoughts bare before me. And the contrast. Ready to be taken of your pretend self. Making your pretend responsible thinking self is so vivid. Earn my attention. You know how far you pleasure through you. Earn. How far you drop the pleasure of me ignoring you, spreading so easily. Obedient, you need it more aroused, more. Craving. You crave it even deeper. Little sex toy, leaving you no escape. Bend over for me. So nice. I will use your body for so my pleasure. Eager. I will drive you crazy with lust, pleasure, surrender, your body more. Responds so but not now. Deep. It doesn't stop. It keeps getting stronger the more I tease you. And I could do anything, anywhere. Anytime, responding deep to naughty ideas are mine. And with just a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 drop of desire, and you falling down, desire deep and pulling your mind with it, just to please me. It's all these moments that you know that you can let go so strongly all the time. In these moments when arousal and obedience mix together with wonderful Surrender.
Further down into
You're
desire.
born anew.
Depravity and craving
Becomes
fluttering
heat,
through your mind.
and the time is there
Your
for you
mind
to let
simply
go.
continues to
immediately
absorb.
feel the
To
arousal,
play,
to let
the desire
all
flowing,
the
just
other
a
sensations
symphony
fade away
surging between
into
your legs.
nothingness. It's these moments
Until
where your
the
control
only thing remaining
falters.
so
Imagined
easy,
power wanes is the
building you
pleasure,
up and pulling you back
together
down.
with the
Imagined
surrender. And
toughness
right now,
melts into a wonderful,
they go hand in hand.
softness.
The more pleasure you feel,
the
the
deeper
deeper
you
you give
play,
in to
a
my
tease.
words. You might even find that it
Manipulating
becomes
your
almost
mind,
effortless to enjoy that pleasure,
melting
but any thoughts
into blissful
related
places of pleasure and surrender.
to any stimulation just becomes one
Your mind
wonderful
trained,
fading glow of sensation.
teased,
In other words, don't
tempted.
think about it at all.
Don't bother.
That feeling of letting go,
Your mind is
losing,
only focused
blissfully
on
swimming,
the feelings, wanting
in your
to
need
follow,
to give in, to feel even better
so
as you hear my
wonderfully,
words
deeply dominated,
guiding you. You feel my
pulled down,
power pulling you deeper
frustrated and aroused.
You see yourself
Just following my
giving in,
commands,
letting yourself enjoy
feeling
the
good,
frustration,
together with a desire
tell
for
you
release, a craving
to
of
do all
course,
kinds
that
of
familiar
things.
craving,
Get on your
the
hands and
need,
knees,
the frustration,
bend
the
over,
heat.
drop your
Listen
thoughts
to your
melt
body,
into
feel
blissful oblivion.
the craving, feel it, see
I can
that
tell you to
need
serve.
form inside of yourself.
I could
Imagine
easily
every
take you
heartbeat
down even
pulsing,
more, creating a little wave of want and need, and it grows with the flow, pulling you down. You can be
reduced,
diminished
diminished,
even
even
more.
more, giving in, falling deeper with every
And
just,
with
with
my
just
aroused,
a 5,
obedient
4, 3,
little
as my
toy
voice
drop
continues to
of
guide
desire,
you, falling
so
down to
wonderfully
command you,
humiliating,
and
isn't it?
pulling your mind with
To
it, lead you into more
falling
lust and
into all
pleasure.
these moments
Now
that
part
you
of you
know
knows that wonderful
that you
need
can
to
let
be
go. I
controlled.
command you obey.
As I
You might
toy
even
with your
notice that
mind,
in these
obedience
moments when
itself
arousal and obedience
feels
mix together
almost
with
as
wonderful
good as the pleasure
surrender,
that you're feeling.
you're born anew.
In fact, it feels better.
Becomes heat,
In fact, the
and the
frustration
time is there
feels
for
better.
you to let go.
Then the release,
Immediately feel the arousal,
possibly
the
exceeding your
desire
need,
flowing,
to release,
surging
between your legs,
into a need.
It's
These moments where your
to
control
submit even deeper.
falters, imagined power wanes.
Imagined toughness melts into a wonderful, submissive softness. And there's a game, a play, a tease. Manipulating your mind, melting thoughts into blissful places of pleasure and surrender.
Pulling that pleasure through you.
Your mind trained,
All your sensations
teased,
spreading so easily.
tempted.
You need it more and more.
That feeling of letting go, losing, blissfully swimming in your need,
Making you crave
so wonderfully, deeply dominated,
that pleasure.
pulled down, frustrated and aroused,
Spreading so
just
easily.
following my commands, letting yourself enjoy
Crave it
the
even
frustration,
deeper.
leaving you no escape.
I could tell you
So nice,
to do all kinds of things.
eager,
Get on your hands and knees.
bend over,
Feeling your body
drop
respond
your
so
thoughts melt
intensely deep.
into blissful oblivion.
Doesn't stop. It keeps getting stronger the more I tease you. I could tell you to serve, and I could do anything.
Could easily take you down even
Anywhere,
more.
anytime, deep inside. You are my secret little sex toy.
You can be reduced, diminished even
And
more.
you carry that desire deep within.
You're just my aroused,
to please
obedient
me.
little toy. So
crave
wonderfully humiliating, isn't it?
so strongly all the time.
Falling into that pleasure, that wonderful need to be controlled
Further down
as I
into
toy
desire.
with your mind.
Depravity and craving fluttering through your mind. Your body's simply an instrument to whatever melody I want to play. You're just a symphony of need. I continue to tease, so easy, building you up and pulling you back down.
I'm going to slowly count you up from 1 to 5. You'll awaken, refreshed, feeling good, not remembering much, but those euphoric, arousing feelings. 1, 2, 3, still a little fuzzy, but aware. 4, 5, awake now. You can bask.
in that feeling of frustration and euphoria that you get from obedience and denial, all for your goddess Bella. Goodbye for now.